Hey, it's Riley, and today is Friday, which also means that it is injection day. So I figured I would take this opportunity to finally make that video that I've been meaning to make about injections. Now, just to be clear, this isn't a how to do injections video, this is a how to trick yourself into forgetting that you're stabbing yourself in the leg with a needle video. I have never been particularly fond of needles, and so weekly injections have been kind of an ordeal. So I've come up with this list of tricks and tips to kind of get over that anxiety related to needles. Now, I have a whole list because these will work for a couple weeks, and then they'll stop working, and then I'll come up with a new one, and then it'll work for a couple weeks, and then it'll stop working, so I'll come up with a new one. So by now I have a good list of like 6 or 7 little tricks. So let's start. The first one, do it before you think about it. I know that seems super obvious, but if you can do it, it's amazing. Just as soon as you've drawn up your tea and sterilized your injection site, jab it in there. Just don't even give yourself that half a second to think about what you're actually doing, and just do it. Of course, if you've been sitting there for an hour trying to do an injection, you're way past that point. It's not going to work. But if you can do it, it's really useful. Calm yourself down with deep, relaxing breaths. Again, this seems kind of basic, but it actually helps. Like, there's something about taking deep breaths that tells your body that it's not about to die, and that everything is going to be okay. Like, just if you can relax yourself, you can kind of release some of that anxiety again. Distract yourself with anything, with movies, with TV shows, with Tumblr, with pets, with other people, anything. Just get your mind off of needles and injections and everything related to this that causes you anxiety, and come back to it later when you're more relaxed and not so stressed out. Try counting. Just choose a moment, like on the count of 3, you will stab it in. 1, 2, 3, and you're in. You can combine this with the next one, which is to practice with the cap still on, to kind of make the motion several times. So like you've already cleaned your injection site and everything, and you just go 1, 2, 3 and stab it in there. Except not, because you have the lid on. So you do that a couple of times, get used to it, and then take the cap off, sterilize again, and then do the exact same thing. It kind of tricks your mind into forgetting that you're actually holding a needle. This has worked wonders for me. A nurse suggested it when I was about a month on T, and it worked for a while for me. So I highly suggest this one. Look away. This is one that I haven't tried myself because I tend to do the quick jab rather than the slow push in. But if you do the slow push in, kind of looking away before you push it in might help. If seeing the needle go into your leg is what freaks you out, then look away. Logic yourself into it. Of course, this can backfire if you tend to overthink things like I do, but just instead of thinking about needles, focus on the good things that will come out of this. Think of all the changes that are going to happen, things that you're looking forward to, and kind of convince yourself that it's worth it. The last one is to have someone else do it for you, and that's kind of a last resort for me. I would prefer to do it on my own because I tend to be self-sufficient, but there have definitely been weeks where I can't do it on my own, and so I'll ask someone else to do it for me, someone I trust. Lately it's been my mom since I'm home for the summer, and it works. It's not pleasant, but it's what I needed to do in order to kind of get past that week and move on with my life, and then kind of mentally prepare myself for the next week. But those are just some of the tricks that I've discovered in the past 5 months or so since I've been on T. But if you have any that I didn't list, you should tell me, because this is kind of an ongoing process for me. Even in the past couple weeks have been going smoothly. This has happened before, where out of nowhere, I can't do it for a while. So, it's a continuous process, but it's worth it. So, until next time.